Are you one of the many families thinking about moving to Edmonton, Alberta? You're going to want to check out this video while I talk about some of the main points that you want to consider before you actually make the move. Would it surprise you that in the last couple of years, we've had one of the biggest mass migrations in all of Alberta's history into the Edmonton and Calgary, well, basically the Alberta area for many years. Now, that is slowing down, but I still am getting a lot of inquiries about people that are thinking to move to the Edmonton, Alberta area. And my name is Karen Stanko, and I've been selling real estate in and around the Edmonton and surrounding area for over 18 years. So you're gonna check this video while I talk you through some of the main points that you wanna consider before you pack up that U-Haul and move across country to Edmonton. One of the great news is that the Canadian Mortgage and Housing Corporation has slated that Edmonton is still the most affordable city in Canada to move into. So that's drawing a lot of people from all over the country to continue to look towards Edmonton when they are looking for an affordable alternative in housing needs. So things that you want to consider before making the move is affordability, having your mortgage in place, finding out communities that you might want to live in and what type of commute you want to make. Whether you are still able to work from home or whether you need to find another job. These are all things that you need to consider. And also, there is a different vibe in Edmonton than where you may be coming from. There's different weather. All of these are major factors to consider before you pack up that family and move it cross country to a city that you don't know much about. So let's dive into these factors before you make your decision 100%. The most important thing before you decide to move is understanding your budget. Now, Edmonton is affordable, but what really can you afford? Make sure that you're realistic about your budget and why you are moving. If you are moving for a job, we will need to know where you are going to be working out of before we even start looking for a home. So this is something to factor into, knowing what you can afford. Then your next step is to locate yourself into the right community that you feel is important. So whether that means that you want to be within commuting distance, whether you like an urban setting, what sort of factors and what sort of values do you have when in a home or a community? These are things that you need to really understand, and you need to work with someone like myself that understands all of the communities and all of the surrounding areas, because Edmonton is huge. It's actually 1.5 million people, and it is growing every day. So it's not just moving into the Wild West where there's only a 500,000 person community. It is actually getting to be very large. And there are outside areas and outside cities that you might want to consider as well, if that is something that is important to you. For instance, there's Spruce Grove, Leduc, Sherwood Park, St. Albert, all small little communities around the larger Edmonton area. It's very similar to Toronto and all the suburbs that are going on around there. So there is those sort of factors that you want to consider before making your move. One of the early things that you want to do before you do make your move is to build your local team. So mortgage broker, real estate agent, all of those things are very important before you even decide to make your move. So converse with us early. I have had people that have moved from Ontario and from Vancouver that have engaged with me for over a year before they actually make the move. So what we do is we start doing video calls, conferences. I show them a couple of houses that they may be interested on video. Often they will do 2 trips to Edmonton. So one trip as a fact-finding mission, see which communities and locations vibe with them. And then the second time will be their house buying time. And often there's a lot of communications in between that process. And then of course we would negotiate the time frame that works for them. If their house has to be put up for sale in the surrounding province, do they have to have their house sold before they make their move? There are a ton of factors that involve a move like this, including moving companies. All of that stuff needs to be communicated with on an early basis. So these are things that you might want to consider if you are making the move to Edmonton. Edmonton is a diverse city. There are lots of opportunities, and we do have a lot of people moving on a day-to-day basis. I have lots of videos about some of the bad things and the good things about Edmonton. That's not what this video is about. The weather, yeah, it will kick you in the butt in the end, and there's no surprises there. We are a growing city. There is a lot of traffic hassles. We have higher taxes here for things that I don't even want to get into, that we keep building up with infrastructure. However, we have a great lifestyle and we have a lot of things going for us, including the Edmonton Oilers. So join our team. My name is Karen Stanko and I'm with Remax Real Estate. And I'd love to be a realtor of choice if you are thinking about moving into the Edmonton and surrounding area. So come take a walk with me and join me if you are thinking about moving into this lovely city. Thanks for joining me. Like and subscribe, and I'd love to hear your comments. Are you thinking about moving into Edmonton? And if so, which communities are appealing to you and why? Thanks for joining me. See you on the next one.